Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special night of Rep RPG's Vampire the Masquerade Blood in the Bayou Chronicle. A lot of this coterie's history could lead up to a satisfactory or unsatisfactory part of tonight. So, let's learn about the cast and crew and the coterie themselves. Matthew, we're going to start with you.
Hi, my name's Matthew. I'm here on Rep RPG. Sometimes. That's about it. But I'm playing Jace. Jace Campbell. He is our resident Tremere spooky dude who's never done anything terrible. And will not be enjoying tonight at all and won't be getting any revenge.
None at all. Meg.
That's it.
Hi, I'm fuzzy in all the right ways, Megan, and I'm playing Jem, the Malkavian. I can also be seen here at Rep, at least until next week, running a one-shot that's gotten a little too big for its britches. Where they're playing treasure hunters in Florida, who are now ominously stuck in the Bermuda Triangle.
With Cthulhu-y shit. Don't downplay that.
Don't downsell
okay?
that like you didn't just describe a being getting pierced by a tentacle the size of like
a bus. Of a
Yeah.
FW Ford. Was what Ford F-50 was
Ford F-50,
the actual
yeah.
Did I say Cthulhu? I didn't say Cthulhu.
I am
you
actually
didn't say
a
Cthulhu.
little.
The warlock of Cthulhu goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm a little. Thinking back on it, I am a little concerned about just the fact that we underestimated the size of this woman. That she could be pierced by a Ford F-50.
It was just the tip, Matthew. It was just the tip, Matthew.
Valid.
This
I
is
was
the
just
monster
like, man,
fucker
this.
question,
gotta-
right? Okay?
yeah.
How far
Depth
actually...
is exactly.
I was like, man, we
Depends on
were
the
like,
monster, depends on the person.
I was not asking, Kat.
but I was like, man, we really underestimated the fact that this woman is like a giantess.
She's
Yeah.
We were just ignoring that.
Well, that's what I was
She's
trying to
normal
like.
size, so she's a tip.
Yeah.
Well, that was my thing. It's like, hold on, is she climbing like Gollum all over the rocks? So I'd be like, no, Eldritch Blast. Nope.
That is bad.
So we had a blast, if you guys couldn't tell.
An Eldritch
Eldritch Blast.
And
Good night, folks.
how is it that I didn't
Hi.
make the joke? I'm done. I'm not a good storyteller tonight. I didn't make that joke.
No, we're just
Oh.
faster
I'm
than
just
you.
saying, Pixie and
Yeah.
I are synced up. We're ready to go.
I've known
Ooh.
Megan for 8 years, okay? It's some sync has gotta come from this. Get
No,
on our
it's been
level.
long.
Like, it's been 9. It's been 9. I've lived here for 11 years.
I thought it was like 15. Never mind. Anyway,
So, Kat, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing Lizzie or Elizabeth or Liz or whatever the fuck her name is. Your resident gangrel, who is doing a murder, who has no personal connections to this man and just knows, well, there's a blood hunt. Get him!
Yep.
Blood hunt, I go.
Blood hunt, go!
Get him, Ray.
We are the hounds. This is our job. Anyway.
This is true.
This is true. This is the way. You can also catch me on Indigo Chameleon, where I run a vampire game where my players are currently in a Camarilla Anarch war and a church got blew up. Everything's fine. And you can also catch me on Spotify with Jocelyn Through the Cento, where I play a tiefling war cleric because I don't have any religious trauma at all. I never. And there's other stuff. I'm making a makeup line called Heroes Cathedral. I'm working on lip glosses. Making a black tint lip gloss is so fucking hard. But I'm working on it. And that's me.
And Pixie, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Pixie, I'm here. I am a
We
variety...
applaud that.
No. I am a variety streamer and play cozy questing games and do world building and writing over on my own channel. Thank you for the shout out. And I on Wednesdays run, eventually when we're all together again, run a Warehouse 13 inspired modern day D&D campaign called Endless Wonder. And Meg is one of my players, as is Matthew. And it's just chaos, guys.
It's good.
It's just chaos. That's what I got today. I'm here.
All right. So what are we looking forward to tonight?
Sway, who are you?
Murder!
What do you do?
Oh, well,
Who
I'm
are
here.
you?
I'm Sway, and just like everyone else, I'm here. Recent name change to Eldritch Sway.
Is there an underscore?
There is not. There is not. Luckily,
Okay.
Twitch will actually show it as properly capitalized. The only place on the internet that seems to do that for usernames. But yeah, so I stream a variety of games. We're going to dip our toes into horror, a variety of even cozy horror games if we can find them.
Cozy horror.
They exist. They exist. Well, we were talking about Graveyard Keeper earlier. That's kind of horror, kind of cozy.
Yeah,
It has
but
a communist donkey.
yes, I made
Oh,
him play.
I didn't know
I've
about
told
that
him
game.
about it forever
Mhm.
ago.
Oh yeah, no, we
Yes,
played it for
we
like
played
2
it,
streams,
yeah.
I think. And then I'm here on Tuesday nights doing Vampire the Masquerade, and yesterday and next week, one of the players of Meg's 3-hour tour. And tonight, I need to let you guys know that content warnings as per usual, but this is going to be opening up with some combat that our players are not monsters, but the characters they play are. The characters they may fight are monsters. So our usual content warnings such as body horror and violence, mutilation, and psychological horror. That being said, last week when we left off, a blood hunt had been called on the person posing to be Kristoff, showing themselves to be Addison. And immediately, Liz went into action, sending both dogs, huge. Actually, you describe your dogs and what when they do when you tell them to go.
One last time, I'm assuming.
These large horses
large
gallop towards.
Horses.
So they're huge. They come up. If standing full, these are dogs that were bred to take down bears, and I gave them vampire powers.
Yep.
That's all you need to know about these dogs. They are huge. They can take down anyone I ask them to, pretty
Yep.
much. So they have both been pretty much trained to attack. That's how they've been trained for their whole life. So before, as Lucy was talking, and I'm sure Atticus is about to come into some big villain monologue, both of them jumped from opposite sides of me. Then both dogs were flanking them at the entire
Addison.
time.
It's important to note Addison, not
Addison.
Addison.
because that is a different enemy.
Did
and
I
we
say
also,
Atticus?
You did.
You did, and I
Sorry.
was very confused that if I had alluded that happening tonight. I was
No.
like, well, that's
I texted the creator back as I was killing a vampire tonight, and he went, "OMG, me." And I'm like, "No, not you yet."
yet
So I'm blaming Scribe currently.
coming soon to
Anyway.
a fight pit
I
near you.
tend to blame Billy just in general for life, so it's
Oh my
fine.
god,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
So they both immediately went to go take down Addison, make sure he didn't move anywhere, and also I didn't want a monologue.
Yeah.
So
That's
you go.
for everyone else who knows Addison. That's exactly what he would have done.
Yep.
Siren.
hmm
Well, actually, Liz, I'm going to give you a chance. You have not velocity. What is it? The speed boost.
I do not.
Okay.
Celerity. I have cat.
Celerity.
Celerity.
Thank you.
I have
I
cat's
couldn't
grace.
remember the. Okay, you have cat's grace. Well, that's not going to help you yet.
It's not.
Siren.
I can't get knocked over easily, which is nice.
That's true. Siren, you have celerity.
Yeah.
You feel the moment when the dogs are about to leave. If you would like to use that to activate,
I too heard Blood Hunt and am ready to fucking go. Done.
Yep.
Ready to fucking go.
What would you like to do?
Murder.
Fair. How would you like to do the murder?
I would just like to. I would like to pull his tongue out so he can, in fact, only speak when spoken to. Let's just go for the throat. Let's just. I am, in fact, if my character sheet will open in any kind of. I'm having a bad day, guys. If my character sheet will open at any kind of speed, am fleetness. I got a rouse check for fleetness. Fuck is a D10. I'm prepared. I'm a professional. Shut up.
You're also a dice maker with all of them.
I don't have any of the ones I made here. I'm losing them in my cleavage.
No, I meant that you just have a house full of dice.
Yeah. There we go. Success! Okay, good.
There you go.
That was just a lot.
So you zoom.
I do zoom.
What would you like to do?
Can I would actually like...
To murder.
Yeah, no, I would like to, it's gonna sound sexual, but it's not. I would like to koala wrap around him. I just want to, I wanna
Lock him down?
From behind, because she was not in front of him, she's not in his eyesight. She would like to, koala wrap, so that she's pinning his arms.
Okay.
And one hand on his throat. So just around legs, arms, hand, throat.
Okay.
And squeeze.
So now we know what Siren's going to do.
Yeah,
If you would like to go ahead and make that roll now,
I would.
do strength and brawl. Your action hasn't taken effect yet.
It's fine.
Does Jem have celerity?
No.
And I don't believe Jace has access to it. So, just like you, lunging at the very first thought of Blood Hunt, there are a few individuals that, as you start to spring into action, Siren, and as you see the dogs make that initial, the musculature slow down of everything else around a few of the individuals in this room, you see his face, Addison's face, do it looks like it's turning in slow motion, but his head is molding to lock in different directions, where it almost looks like a flower where the petals come off at the different sides.
Fun.
Is it?
And as he locks in very quickly, faster than you're being able to spring into action, the head finishes its turn, collapses in on itself, the petals going into the flower again, his face pointing in its normal direction. And he turns, and as the dogs lunge at him, he's going to try to get in between them, causing the dogs to hit themselves. He's going to roll this at a very large disadvantage because here comes Siren at the same time.
Perfect. Keep him there.
Doing my goddamn best.
I love you, Sora. I love you for it. Thank you so much.
Okay, what did you get, Siren?
5 successes.
Okay.
On 5 dice. No critical successes, just 5 straight successes. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8.
I'm gonna roll for the puppers.
Bud and Lou, they're doing their best.
What is Lizzie's strength?
My strength is a 3.
Okay. And what is your brawl?
4, but I have an advantage with grappling, which is what they're doing.
So we'll give them that. That would be that. Ooh, that's a lot of dice for the pups.
This is what they were made to do.
Okay. So he has to beat 8 successes.
Yeah!
So let's see if he can do. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. He gets 8 dice to do it.
Oh no.
He tries to dodge between the dogs. At the same time, Siren lunges in to koala grab him. You see that he hasn't turned to look at the dogs more than a glance at where they were at. He starts to get in between. And he's met with a fist to his face. One dog clamping onto his shoulder and torso, with Siren's arm wrapping around not only him and the dog. Another dog is near his hip, where the dog's mouth is so large that it's a little bit of his stomach and a little bit of his thigh all in one massive chomp. Jem, what would you like to do?
Megan currently has Where My Hound's At Release the Bitches going through her head.
Yes. Yes, Queen.
Woof. Can I? Is Addison looking at me? In my
He's
direction?
not.
Where's
He was looking to. He was
That's
looking at a
somehow
threat
worse, by
that
the
was
way.
coming. He was, when he turned to try to get between the dogs, he was trying to confront a threat in the room that wasn't the dogs, that was getting closer to him.
That was Siren.
No, it wasn't Siren. It was one of the
Someone else.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
one of the people in the crowd.
Okay, because we have a few. I would like to. I don't have. He doesn't have to be looking at me.
Oh no. Mind powers.
Yeah, I mean, I need him to make a thing.
Okay.
Individual in manipulation versus composure intelligence.
Okay. Oh. He got
Yeah.
4 successes.
Well, I don't know what to roll. This is just being
Okay.
a real little
Well,
pissy
roll.
bitch.
What is
Oh, never
what is
mind.
this?
I think I got that. Oh, never mind. He got how many successes?
He got 4. He got two
Fuck a
criticals.
cock duck. I can't do it.
Wait.
What
Oh,
what do you have
okay.
to roll against it?
I hit the button and it was bad.
Oh, gotcha.
And I can't. I don't have enough willpower because willpower just lets me re-roll. Does it let me re-roll the whole thing?
I think it's as many dice as you want to re-roll.
And he
Yeah.
had 4 successes. I can't. I don't have enough willpower to get up
Oh.
there. I have 1 success and a crit fail.
You just re-roll them.
So I re-roll the whole thing.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know that I'd actually be able to get up there. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna take a willpower away and I'm gonna try this bullshit. Wait a minute. Sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're
Take
good.
your time. You're fine.
Listen. Matthew, am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right.
Which one are you attempting to do?
Okay, so I guess that was my rouse check for it. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because I
So
should
you
have
have to
more
roll.
dice.
Yeah, so you have to roll one die for your rouse check, obviously, and then it's
Just did.
manipulation plus dominate,
So I have 2 manipulation.
and then dominate is the
Dominate.
actual
2.
discipline.
Well, I should be rolling 4.
You should be rolling 4 dice. Yes.
And it wasn't having me roll 4. What a Dick
We'll
move.
just roll 4 separately then.
I know I'm working on it. I'm working
Yeah.
on it. Sorry, there's a lot of panic happening. Okay.
It's our first real combat, so.
Okay. There was 1 success. And if I can use
Willpower to re-roll those other 3 if you wanted.
well, I am going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
She whispers something and it just sort of fizzles.
You're not sure if it is your faults or them being so distracted or engaged, mentally focused with what's going on in front of them, but Addison shows no effect. Jace, with your vantage of the room, you can see that as time kind of catches up with you and Jem, everybody's already on him. The dogs, Siren. Is Lizzie going to try to approach? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You see Lizzie starting to move in close.
It's not a walk. It's not a run. It's a walk. Cause like.
Yeah, he's locked down.
Yeah.
You also see the Bruja named Jack, or called Jack, that came in earlier, that kneeled down and greeted Lucy.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
He's the fist
Oh.
that Addison's face met.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay, 2 things.
Okay.
Really quick. First, whenever the magic washed over Addison to reveal Addison, can I have done a insight check of some kind
Okay.
to see A, is Addison surprised? B, is it Addison? Just with some insight.
Okay.
And then I think for my like action or whatever, I'm going to be turning on my Sense the Unseen to see if there is any magic bullshit going on with Addison other than the mist that just washed over him. Because I am still not... Mostly also because I know that there's been some magic shit going on with Addison where he has had things... He's had like wards that we don't understand.
Yeah.
So actually, instead of Sense the Unseen, everybody's focused on him. I'm going to go ahead and just turn on Oblivion Sight.
Gotcha.
Because nobody's really going to be paying attention to Jace
Yeah.
in the background, just looking. So yeah,
Ace
I
is doing
theoretically...
weird shit again. Just let him-
Yeah, no big deal. So
Alright.
theoretically, before combat started,
Yes.
Insight.
We will
And
do
then
that. Because you don't have celerity, so it's
post-combat.
all kind of right at the same time anyways.
Yeah, and then post-combat start Sensience, or Oblivion Sight.
Roll me a wits awareness,
Okay.
but you get a specialty and you don't know why.
Oh, Jeebus. I
Because
hate
did
that.
he eat a Tremere? Is that why? Is it blood magic? And
No,
that's
no.
why.
Preferred enemy.
Yeah,
Addison
It's
is
my
all of our
actual
preferred
enemy.
enemy. It's
It's just
fine.
insight.
Let's see. Oh, Jesus, why do I have 3 hunger? Why did I not eat before the party? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Same question.
No, well, so we did mention that they had the blood bags on tap in the back. You guys had a
Okay.
chance to feed before.
Were any of
all
them
this.
religious?
Same question for the opposite reason.
Why am
I
I
would
picky
say-
eaters?
I would say because because that's your feed. You just know. 'cause it's
Alternatively,
your
I
feeding
just
time.
ate Oscar.
I was
I
like,
would have made sure there was a
yeah, I mean,
gluten-free
your
option for
host
you guys.
knows your dietary preferences.
There are some. For those with celiacs, you have some.
Well, what's funny is at first the name tags are switched because it has like one has yours and one has Lizzie's name. Like this is your blood bag, and it's like, hold on, no, they got the name switched. So like, ooh, don't want to eat that one.
Because
But that one doesn't-
if I eat religious people, I'll start throwing
Happens,
up.
happen.
So I
That one
That's what
doesn't
happens if
smell
he eats
religious.
anybody that's not religious.
Accurate. Okay, would I have been
Same
able
thing,
to
but different.
eat?
Yes.
Would I have been able to eat down
Yes.
2 of those hunger?
Yes.
So that
Everybody,
I'm at 1?
everybody
Okay.
can go down to 1 before all of this.
Got it.
Unless it's for this episode of
Unless
tonight,
you're-
where if your rolls a round check and you fail.
Yeah. Okay, so wits awareness, you said,
Mhm.
with a specialty.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Oh. -4? I rolled 3 crit fails and 1 crit success.
So this
None
is
of
the
them are
insight.
hunger
This is
dice.
great. This is insight. So it's not horrible, but for a moment you're just absorbing the party and enjoying yourself, and then
I
she
think
says,
I'm also shocked by the fact that it's actually Addison.
"That's
and
what
how
I'm saying.
stupid
Like
he is.
you were so shocked you couldn't register if he was shocked, because you were just enjoying yourself and vibing. You're like, whoa, Addison."
Yeah,
That's kind of your reaction. So
Okay.
that was great job. Wow. So what would you
that's
like
the
to
worst.
do now, being
I think that's
incredibly
the worst
shocked
that
by
I've-
Addison there?
ever rolled on any dice in this game.
Do not say that out loud. You're going to tempt fate.
Honestly, I'm gonna turn on my Oblivion sight
Okay.
and see if there's any magic shit going on with him.
With him, no. Immediately, you take in. You're almost blinded by the shell that is encased the bar,
Of course.
and it's like this rolling cloud that just hits the ground and kind of dissipates, and it's just constantly forming and rolling, just on the outer wall. That is almost blindingly bright to you.
Mhm.
You get this almost X-ray vision of him and everyone else around you, and you see that he's wearing a piece of jewelry, and you get that vision from a few people around the room. Not the same jewelry, but just items that are solid in this spectral vision of yours. It's
Do
the
they
same
all stick
color
out
of
as-
the rolling magic smoke.
Is it also the same color as Siren's? Does Siren have a necklace, a collar, that pings on my?
Siren, would you have been wearing your necklace tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And it is the same color as everybody else's and Addison's.
Yes. You get the idea that you are seeing magic,
Yeah.
and the jewelry are probably some sort of magic,
Okay.
whether it be blood sorcery or thin bloods or
Sure. I'm going to quickly log who has jewelry on that I can see. And then I'm going to yell to Lizzie to grab his necklace. To rip his necklace off.
okay. And that brings us back to Lizzie.
So walking up to him, dogs and Siren have them in place, right?
Yeah. And you see he's shaking, like trying to pull them off, and like the siren clamp has got his like shoulders locked down along with the dog, that he's having a hard time moving, and he's like, get the and Jack has got his foot now to Addison's face, and he's trying to like get around it while you just
Daddy?
approach.
Sorry. Anyway. I'm gonna do what I was told. Take the necklace off. I trust Jace.
Yeah.
If I can.
Hopefully it doesn't
Yeah.
explode.
As you go to reach for it, you can see a very thick chain. But as you go to reach for it, his skin tries to absorb.
I have my hand around his
necklace.
throat. Can I slip it in? If I see that that's happening, because I said I was
You
clamping his
you still
throat.
have celerity. Yeah, you
can
still
I-
have celerity
can I-
going. Go.
If I notice that it's starting to absorb, can I claw and just hold it out?
Make
He can
me
try to
a-
absorb it and I'll rip it back out. Like,
Maybe make me a dexterity brawl, and I
Yeah.
think Lizzie, you were going to
Got
do
it.
something as well.
I haven't used this power yet because I believe in people's free wills, except this fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my flesh crafting,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm gonna,
4 successes.
with my other hand, push it into his chest as far as I can go.
Okay, so you're going to try to push your.
I'm trying to get to his heart.
Okay. Have you had experience using flesh crafting on another kindred before?
Yes, not in a while.
In
But
a
yes.
violent or passionate setting?
Violence.
Oh no, I just meant
No,
Not passionate.
no,
I
not
meant and
passionate.
during
or
sex.
like not.
And well,
Okay.
a little fear play goes a long way. It's fine.
Could you tell me just a little bit about that situation?
So last time she diablerized someone, she did it by cannibalism, by eating their heart.
Mhm.
So it was a huge, like, ceremonial thing, as she was upping her power and her rank in this sabbat. She was becoming rather well known at being ruthless and being reason her humanity so low. Where she just reached into this kindred's heart, grabbed it, and told him that he didn't deserve it anymore, that he wasn't strong enough to have it, and ripped it out of his chest.
Was that kindred higher or lower than you?
Higher than me, because I beat him.
Okay.
There's no honor in trying to kill someone lower than you.
Valid.
Kitty says punch up, okay?
Give me. I want. Because usually you would have a problem with this.
I also know
want-
if he's a higher up Simonty, I could have a problem with this.
Your strength,
Okay.
your. Let's do strength and brawl,
Okay.
and 2 specialty dice.
Wonderful.
His heart's gonna be like in his foot or some bullshit.
I have a feeling you have more dice than he's going to be able to roll.
Yeah. My Simonty, you can move his heart around, has his heart in his knee. Because the goddamn, it's ridiculous.
I love that.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Yeah.
But I'm not pulling it. I'm just holding it.
You do notice there is a resistance there
Mhm.
that you haven't felt before, but it could be the distractions, it could be your power, but you get through and you feel that familiar feeling of a dry organ not beating.
Drop the necklace, or this becomes a very short fight, and I'll be very bored.
You see, Siren, as your hand grasps for it, the necklace going back to the outside of the neck. You yank it and pull it off? Okay.
Good boy. And I let go of his heart.
Oh.
I hold it out to Kitty immediately.
Let's take it. And I take a step back.
Is he still Addison?
He's still Addison.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bed and Lou are still grappled
Yeah.
on him. Doesn't want him moving.
Siren, are you going to remain on him?
Yes, I'm not stupid.
I'm just asking.
What am I, fucking new?
What am I fucking new?
God damn!
You see Jack, and like I said, this is a kind of a younger looking kindred. But in kind of very Bruja-esque punk anarchy, should I say, where it says Jack, and it's the Bruja A upside down on the back. And he reaches down, and he does kind of like head pat Addison. And then as Addison looks up and he says the first words that he's been able to say this entire time, Jack grabs his head as he's head patting him and slams his face into the concrete. Siren, you feel your entire body lurch every time, but he does this 3, 4, 5 times.
She at some point goes, "God damn, buy a girl a drink first."
It is kind of like holding on at the rodeo. And
good thing she has thighs of steel. Just grab it.
You would expect to see blood just spurting from the concrete in the face, and there's nothing. There's nothing. And then you see floor panels being like removed, like the cracked stone being removed and stuck to Addison's face.
Just had it done.
You know, it's a good sign that's what you're worried about right now. I'm gonna take it.
Siren, I want you to roll a dexterity athletics.
Thighs of steel. Thighs of steel.
Ride that rodeo.
Woo!
Ride that bronco. Save a horse, ride a cowboy, something like that.
Amen.
You got one? Okay.
No!
No!
Siren, you're starting to feel yourself constrict, like boa constrictor around your koala grip becoming much tighter, and feeling this body at this point, you can barely call it that, as it starts to shift and change into a large snake would be the wrong word to describe this flesh mound trying to unwrap itself from you. You see Jack start to lose his grip on his head as this worm begins to try to burrow.
Can I?
Oh.
It's not my turn, is it?
It's not your turn.
Fuck.
What would you like to do though? Because you were one of the closest persons to him.
Drumstick. It's
Okay.
easier now. Like, it's easier
you
now.
do. You
He's
take
a
your
worm.
drumstick out. Go ahead and make me a strength. What are you going to do? Strength brawl for this one.
Yeah.
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
3 successes.
Yes.
You do. You take.
Oh, yeah.
You take your stake out, your drumstick out, and as you go to stab it, it goes through, and you feel it start to pierce your own skin as you quickly try to hit him again, and it's just going through him.
He moved his heart. Or melted his heart.
This mound of flesh.
I hate that.
Jack is still trying to grab this human putty.
I gotta do the weird Viscatooth thing again.
As you hear multiple shots coming from the stage. And as you look, you see Lucy with both of her pistols out.
Yes, ma'am.
And she is, and Siren, you can feel the impact, but it seemed to have as little effect as your stake does. Iris runs in, and she starts, her arm already in this swirling mist of this black shadow with almost like glitter like crystals flowing through it, as she's trying to slam down on this form, holding her mom pouch to the side so it doesn't fling around.
Mommy, yes.
Honest.
Manages to grasp this form, unlike Jack unlike the dogs are now able to do, unlike Siren can. She's able to grab it near the end of it, but it is starting to burrow into the ground.
Can I try again?
You can.
Because if
What
I
does
have
everyone else want to? Go ahead.
No, never mind. I'm just gonna roll. What? Come on, man.
No, hold on, because this is a different roll for him now. So what did you get?
Doesn't matter.
I would like to know the number because he did not roll well.
Oh, really? Well, I had 2 crit fails, so I'm pretty sure.
You can
2 crit
willpower.
fails and no successes.
That's a bestial failure.
You can willpower.
When you're actually trying to do something. So what were you trying to do?
I was trying to do the thing again, because I have it. Technically, it's up, and I could try it again throughout the scene.
What were you trying to have up?
The dementation.
The dementation. Okay.
The only thing I can do. Fucking Christ.
Your beast in this stressed environment. You feel it put all of this hate and this energy into this. And then you remember the smile Addison gave you the first night that you spent together.
Oh.
And you feel your knees hit the floor.
Yeah.
As you look, and you don't see this monstrosity that everyone else sees. You see Addison's form
I see kitten. Oh.
starting to fade, sink into the ground. Jace, what would you like to do?
You know, that's a good question. Because, there is one person in this group that is also useless in combat. It's Jace.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you two don't get stabbed or shot when you try to talk to people. Some of us do.
This is
So,
true.
like, there's a
true.
balancing
No,
act.
It's true.
absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
good at one thing.
Okay, so first, did anything weird happen whenever the necklace came off?
Nothing changed on him. If you would like to make an insight check, again, but you don't see a distinctive change.
Okay.
But I will let you roll a wits awareness with
Okay.
those 2 specialty dice.
Okay.
While he does that, Lizzie, what are you trying to do?
I throw the necklace as far as I can away from me and him.
Okay.
And I'm going back in there. Like, I'm the only one who can
Okay.
make my body do weird shit like this too. So I
Okay.
gotta help.
7 successes. You pick up on the weird thing that shocked you about him more than just him before. You finally pick up on it because it's the same look that he's having now to the moment that necklace came off. It's the emotions that you are familiar with. It's the looks of anger and frustration and this isn't how I wanted to do this. Because you've seen that look on many people's faces. You know how to register that.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't how Addison registers those emotions on his face.
Valid. Okay. Fuck, I can't tell Jem that it's not Addison. That'll fuck her up even more. Okay.
Or she'll just murder it. It could go the other way, and she'll just
Valid.
kill it for pretending to be him.
Okay, do I see her fall to her knees? Do I see Jem falling to her knees?
I will say yes because you were looking around.
Okay.
You hadn't actually done an action.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to her and try and get her attention, bring her back, center her.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
I mean, I'm gonna
Slap her in the face.
slap her. No.
Wake up, bitch!
Wake up! We got bigger shit to deal with. No. He'll kind of squat in front of her. How is she positioned
She is
right now?
She's on her knees. Her knees are kind of splayed. She's balanced on her heels. Her arms are directly to her side, and she is just staring at the situation, but not registering anything that's going on. But she's focused on a point.
Okay. I will position
you do
myself.
See her just crying.
Oh, not the blood tears. I'll situate myself between where she is looking and her. I'm gonna grab her hands and I'm going to just
with your
gently
sight,
rub thumbs.
when you look at her and you get in front of her with your sight, you see that her eyes are a lighter shade of how you've seen when your eyes are like a dark galactic abyss. Hers are this pearlescent shimmering shade that is constantly moving at the moment.
Oh, okay.
You've never seen this type of magic before.
Weird. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and
eyes.
gently like just to have some moving touch slightly. And I'm just gonna quietly. It's okay. Come on back. It's okay. Come on back.
Jem, make me a. Let's see. Let's do a composure resolve.
You got this. So a willpower check.
So we'll power check. You
Wait,
got it.
No. Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I read left to right. Is resolve composure? Like, no, it's composure then resolve.
Composure resolve. Okay. Ooh. 2 successes.
Okay. Jace, as you're looking at Jem, that pearlescent, as you look into her eyes, starts to like burn your vision, like hurts, like you feel your eyes watering and stinging. And I would say watering. Everyone else looks at Jason; his eyes are bloody,
Bleeding.
As her eyes get almost too bright for you to bear, but then it fades away as she looks up to you.
It's okay. You're back.
Back. Is he here? Is he still here?
I think he's a worm right now.
Jim, as your vision fades from this room, completely empty, just Jace Addison starting to fade into the floor. You hear him say, come back to you. And as you look to see, the room is now full of commotion, full of bodies, full of magic covering the wall again. And where you were looking at Addison fading away, you see this grotesque worm-like entity with one arm trying to dig its way in, and what could almost be described as a head shovel trying to help with that as he's trying to burrow and looks like devour this dirt. And you see Iris with this shadowy, glittered, now crystalline hand grasping at this monster who was Addison moments before.
I don't have celerity, but I'm going to scramble, run to my office, and
Get
get
the
the
axe.
present that Victor gave me.
Yeah!
I'm getting the silver one.
Okay. Lizzie, you're going back in. Is there anything that you want to do different, or do you want to use the same flesh crafting?
I'm using Viscitude. So I can use one protein power at a time.
Yeah.
So I can't use flesh crafting and Viscitude. So I'm using Viscitude to kind of like wrap around him myself. So I'm also turning into this weird goo thing, but I'm trying to get a hold of him
Okay.
so
So
that
have
he
you,
can't get away.
if you guys have ever seen candy canes getting made, where just one wraps around
Yes, that's
the other,
exactly what's happening.
this burrowing form starts to take on Liz as they grapple.
A flesh candy cane. Yes.
you
that's
start to
exactly
see-
what's happening.
You start to see the two forms mix for a second, and then
I'm
This-
Madison now.
ta-da!
Ta-da!
You start to see the
David
form.
pops up in the camera.
You start to see, oh god, you start to see the form of Addison start to solidify again as he's still getting wrapped. Would you like to continue the candy cane spiral, or would you like to like reform and grapple?
if he's solidifying, I will also solidify
Okay.
and just hold
You
him
grapple.
down.
Okay, make me a either dexterity athletics or strength athletics, or you could use brawl instead of athletics.
I'm gonna use brawl. Don't you worry about that. Roll.
Brazilian
5
Jiu-Jitsu is still brawl.
successes. Yep. 5 successes.
Okay. You feel like you have him pretty snug.
At this point, I'm gonna flesh craft my hands into him.
Okay.
I'm holding extra tight. Is all that's happening.
You are, and he lets out this wince as you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does that hurt? Is this hurting you?
Again, you feel that resistance as you just stick your fucking hands in this other being.
This is normal to me. This is my Tuesday nights. Okay.
I have a
Siren.
follow-up question
Yeah.
about that. I feel like we all should.
It's Tuesday. We're doing this. That's my Tuesday night.
No.
Siren, you've hung on throughout all of this
Take me with
in
you!
the most grotesque way.
Take me through the floor! Make me a worm thing!
I got a DM being like, "Can you change me into a worm?" Like, God, it'll take an hour, but I'll do it.
You see this hand, this Iris's metal Iron Man hand, essentially, grasping this Addison's now reconstituting torso. It is kind of grown a little bit and continues to like wrap around as Siren is just like digging her heels in, like holding on to Addison's legs, like, you're not fucking going anywhere.
I am 100% staying anchored to the goddamn room.
Just Iris and Siren, like, you're not going nowhere. What would you like to do?
Question before I do this.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's Blood Hunt, and the people who need to know about her know about her. I scream, Addie! And whistle, because she can fleshcraft. And ask for help going to help.
Addie isn't here.
Yeah, she is. Didn't she come to the party?
She
was
We
invited.
didn't say she did.
I don't think-
I thought she did.
I didn't think she was here.
I thought she came.
Then she's here.
Would
I
she
have no
not
idea if
have?
Addie's here or not.
Why would she not have, though? Like, all the people she knows are here, and she has this collecting people thing. Why would she be literally anywhere else?
I thought she was hanging out with Duncan, if I'm being honest with you.
I think the only reason why some of us were thinking that, and I honestly didn't even consider it, I'm not gonna lie, was because I think this was supposed to be like theoretically Primogen and they're very close people only. But I'm not sure.
I just legitimately worried that she would have some anxiety issues because all of
She
her
would
people are
break in
here.
anyway.
Yeah, because all of her people are here.
Valid.
So we've established that as an anxiety thing of hers.
Valid.
So like I just thought she would be here. But I could be wrong, in which case never mind. So I will just simply try to pull, I guess. Actually, no. No, I won't. I'm changing tactics because I'm already holding on as fucking tightly as I goddamn can.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
So it's time to switch power trees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like very, very much for this to scroll faster. That would be really great.
Valid.
Can I would just like to attempt command. Dominate command.
Okay.
I was going to mesmerize, but I can't hold them with my gaze because he doesn't have
Yep.
eyes right now. So like I
Yep.
feel like that's not going to help.
Well, no.
And
He's
it's also quiet.
His
You have to
form
have
is
a quiet
returning.
area
Like,
for mesmerize.
Doesn't say that I do. By holding a
I
target
think
with your
so.
gaze, you can implant false thoughts or hypnotic suggestions. And
Keep on going.
I can't see. I hate this character sheet. I cannot see the rest of it.
I know, it's terrible.
It just says in a target's mind, and then it stops.
Yep.
So
There you
that's-
go. No, I didn't mean to roll that. Cause it's. There you go. As long as you have the subject's gaze in relative quiet in which to
Quietness.
issue
Got it,
instructions.
yeah, I can't see. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking okay.
I know, it's terrible. I have to copy paste out into Discord and not send it like 90% of the time whenever I'm using a power.
Just fucking command.
Now, okay.
Mhm.
What is your command? Heal.
I mean, yeah. Can I? That's too multi-depth of a command. Never mind. One word, simple. So just stay.
Well, I mean, it's not so much as command as like 5e, but you can issue a.
It says a one-word order.
Does it?
Yes. So
I don't know which one I was thinking
while
of. Okay.
I cannot say reveal your truth, bitch, and who you really are, I can say stay.
Stay.
Like, I would like to say
Amen.
reveal, but I feel like that could be taken many, many ways, and I
Just
don't
start stripping.
think. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we need that right now.
No. My
So
hands are
stay.
inside of him. I don't need him to be naked. Thank you.
You see his body immediately tense up. But I want you to roll this
Yeah, of course.
because you get the impression that he is of a different blood potency than you.
Yeah.
Um,
How apparently everyone is. You two fucking Diablerizers. God damn.
Now, just be cool.
Meg, you're,
Yeah,
I feel
make
like
it
I feel like you're next.
cool.
I feel like you
Be your
would
sire.
actively do that. Oh my god.
I would
so
never
what,
do my sire.
what skills would you like to put into this? Intimidation or just performance? Are you going to give it a little oomph to that
Performance.
voice? Okay.
He is just a
Performance.
man. Diabolize him.
Uh,
Sorry.
Charisma performance.
Yep.
Yeah. Four successes.
Okay.
Not great, I rolled 8 dice. So, like, that's still stressing me out, but it's fine.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 it is. You see him struggle against it for a second, and then lock into not only a rigid form, but like he is not reconstituting yet, and one of his arms is latched to his side, like skin-wise, and his legs are very mermaid-esque at the moment.
Hot.
His clothing does not change with him, so that's being thrashed about.
Sick. Cool. Feeling good.
You can see that his face was like he was contorting his mouth to start to say something.
No.
We
And
are
you
not
stopped
like
it.
him.
You speak when you're fucking spoken to.
Oh!
And with your command of stay, he is unable to give you a reaction to that.
All right, Lucy, it's your party.
And she, at this point, she is standing next to you, Siren. You don't know when she got there.
Don't much
The last
care
thing
either.
you know is she was shooting.
Don't give a fuck. She didn't shoot me, so we're fine.
And as you look around, everybody has started to retreat from the hounds, and Lucy, who has now left the stage. The prince is still standing there, his arms behind his back.
Siren
watching
makes
everything, so-
Siren makes a mental list of, well, Jack came at Blood Hunt and everyone else just stayed the fuck away. Cowards. Interesting. Like, she's just
Well,
like,
no,
it's a note.
people were trying to,
Okay,
or
but they
starting
didn't, like,
to move.
yeah. Okay.
Like, the ones who had celerity were trying
Okay,
to
good.
get in there,
Got it.
but once the hounds attacked, they were like,
Got
and
it.
I'm not gonna fuck with them.
Okay, just making sure.
Is-
Like,
Has Jack backed up now that Lucy has come down?
Jack is standing next to Iris, sort of in between Iris and Siren.
Okay.
And he's just staring at Addison.
Okay.
If they
Is
didn't
Lucy-
stay, I'm letting him go. Like, I'm no longer inside this man.
You retract your arms.
Check it out.
I need you to make me a dexterity brawl.
No! Okay.
He keeps them.
Technically, he can't.
Resistance going in, resistance going out. When stay is in focus.
sorry.
BCO
Heads
failure.
Oh
Your
no.
hands are locked in, and
Ah,
They rip
fuck.
off.
to the point where like the beast doesn't want you to let go. You try to tell your beast what to do, and it says no. Pray, keep, lock,
Yeah.
safe.
This is my kill now. I just stay there.
And Siren, to your left, you hear what sounds like multiple clicks of metal locking into place with plastic as Lucy holsters her little thigh pistols, walks over and sees. She reaches back like she's going to punch him, but sees that Lizzie's arms are like locked into him and kind of like stops halfway and goes, "That's weird." So, okay. We need something better than stay. And you see Iris starting to remove her hand from this crystalline glove that has solidified and formed around the shadows and crystals. As it sort of clamps down around Addison. He tries to fight back, but can't seem to get the muscles to work. As
Siren
the
just
crystal-
goes, good boy.
as the crystal hand starts to spread into a semi. Oh, what is it? Flat?
Cocoon?
Yeah, like a cocoon-like, instead of a fist, a cocoon-like form around his shoulders and torso. And you see these little pincers grip on and
Ooh.
in. Let's see if this works. And Iris kicks him in the shin.
Good for her.
Seems firm enough. If anybody... Oh, I don't know which one of you would have had the ability to do it. She's looking around to the rest of the room. Has tried to lock him into place. If we could just relax that for a second. As Iris is very clearly saying, whatever magic effect is on this guy to stay, go ahead and let it go. Siren, this is the first time you realize that you may have actually put emphasis into something. It's very weak, though. It's very, very weak. But you're not supposed to be able to do that even with your necklace. Because you're wearing it. And you shouldn't be able to affect anyone.
Ooh.
But man, with 7 successes,
Nope.
you might just push through that.
Well,
Uh-oh,
also,
SpaghettiOs.
no, her new concern is if we know he's fine, I'm gonna go check the roof because we've seen this before.
That's fair.
Are things heightened? Fuck, like...
That's fair.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad... Shit. I'm gonna... Yep, like...
y'all
Sorry,
got
the
this.
room
I'm
is
gonna-
still enclosed at the moment.
Can I not
Oh,
get
the
up?
magic.
yeah, we
would
can
say-
do magic.
Magic, got it.
I would say that we checked the roof before parties now.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, no,
but
there was
now-
nothing on the roof before
I
the
know
party.
before, but we've
Yeah.
been in here for a couple hours, so...
But as Addison's form doesn't move or relax, you start to think, maybe it was me. Do you try to relax that?
Yes.
And you see his form kind of crumple and being locked down and being held up, and now he just kind of falls to the ground.
Whoops.
Okay, this is not to be expected. This is not how it was supposed to have happened. And Lucy comes over and shoots him in the head.
Good.
I need you to shut the fuck up. No, you don't. And then she shoots him again in the fucking head. And you see that it's... Every time she shoots, the bullet isn't piercing him. It hits his skin, and then a very similar appearance to the crystalline hand. It seems like it's a little shell.
Mm-hmm.
She looks to Iris. She goes, eventually you're going to have to let that down, and I'm going to shoot him in the head. You don't actually have to. And she kicks him in the head, and you see the shell just kind of like rock a little bit, but not break, not bend. It just kind of moves and shudders. You hear very heavy footfalls from the stage to the floor as the prince hops down. Yes, Miss Iris, if you could let everyone else go home, that would be great. We're going to have a little discussion. And Iris just kind of nods to everyone, and she points, and you see people touch and just realize, okay, now I can touch this and go through and not be zapped. As they start to filter out. Siren, would you like to go to the roof? The smoke is still there, blocking the vision. But people are leaving.
I think I'm back by now.
Yeah?
I know I'm not fast, but I'm not that fucking slow. Where's Rebecca?
Lucy looks to you. Oh, she didn't want to come tonight.
No, she was here.
Do you see her
She
now,
was.
though?
That's what I'm. This isn't Megan. This is Megan
Oh,
asking. Where's
no.
Rebecca?
The moment that the smoke fell, when you're coming out with your axe, you see everything that's transpired very quickly. Just this wrapping, and you start to see Rebecca leave, along with everyone else who's not a hound, and
Pull
the
her out.
prince, and the
Pull her out. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
shout out.
Yes!
what do you shout out?
Chase! Get your flat ass back in here!
And she turns and sees you. You see, like when you yell this, she turns like, "What?" And you see her lock eyes with the prince, and then looks at Lucy. As she steps on the crystalline form of Addison, this transparent shell over the tops and bottom of his body. She starts to run at Rebecca Chase.
Oh, good. Lucy's
Lucy,
running.
thank you.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I understood the confusion because I
My
felt it
bad.
for a second, and then I was like,
No,
I understand.
Lucy went from kicking Addison's head to just stepping on the form
Yes.
and just like, oh, her, fun. Does anybody else
Um,
want to do anything as Lucy tries to book it?
No, but when I see Siren going towards the exit, I think because she and I were the ones that investigated the roof during Halloween party, I think that also triggers that thing in my brain. And the original time, studied the magic and then also figured out a way to vaguely reproduce it.
Yeah.
Am I able to do any sort of weird sense to see if powers are heightened and see if I think that we are under the effect of it without us having to go to the roof?
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't want to lose one of the hounds
you
during
can
this
stop. You
investigation.
can stop her, and she'll immediately trust you on that.
Do a wits awareness to see, like,
Okay.
the moment that pops in, you're like, oh, okay, maybe we do need to check in. Roll me a wits awareness, and you can add a occult specialty to it.
Okay, gotcha. Because it's less like, oh, I want to stop.
See if
obviously,
you're-
like, you know this, but I don't want to stop Siren from doing her cool thing to investigate. But I also don't want to lose Siren during this scene while she's outside.
I'm good.
So
Let's see if
one,
your
two,
spidey
three, four,
senses go off.
That and these two. Okay. You said wits, awareness, occultism. Yes.
Yep.
Two. Nice. Woo! Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
It's a lot of successes. You felt in this room the moment that Iris cast her enclosure. You felt that ping a very similar power escalation. But you
Like-
didn't feel it beforehand. You
Odd.
felt stronger. You felt more confident.
During the dome. When we were in the Thunderdome.
When you were
We
in
were
the
more
yeah,
powerful.
when you were in the Thunderdome, you were more powerful, yes.
Okay, I will look to Siren. I think we're good, although we need to something did happen, but I think we're good on the roof. But something else did happen similar to that. We'll talk later.
Cool. We killing Rebecca?
Fucking hope so.
Is anybody going after? Lizzie, are you going after Rebecca Chase?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
You, Jem, are you going? Because you
I don't
have.
have celerity. There's no point.
You can still be
You
a
can still
fast.
be there.
You're faster than humans.
Yeah.
Any of them.
And if
I
Usain
also
Bolt
don't
ain't got
have-
nothing on Jem. All
Pins
right.
her,
I
you
also
can still
don't
catch
have
up.
celerity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not-
have celerity. I have pure feminine rage. So.
Well, that's the thing is, like, there are some of you that I'm going to give the chance to do things quicker because you're more like action based. Jem coming out with an axe, calling this bitch out, like, you're going to be able to go. You don't see Rebecca Chase celeritying it off.
Yeah, here's my two fears: is I don't want to just be running through the streets with a fucking axe. That doesn't go well. And I also don't want to leave Dad.
Mm.
I got it.
Valid.
Me, but and Lou got it. Don't you
Yeah.
even worry.
Yeah. And as you give the pups commands and you take off running, they follow you. And they not follow you, they left and right of you. Lucy very quickly catches up with Rebecca Chase. Does this like lunge leap around, like to like human parkour, like acrobatic style around Rebecca Chase. And then the next thing you know, you see Rebecca Chase, Lizzie, coming to you, being like kicked in the chest.
Yes.
And you see as she starts to fall, almost into you, like 1 or 2 feet in front of you. You see Lucy getting off the ground and dusting off her dress and starting just to walk towards.
I want to grab Rebecca's like arm and like spin around and grab both her arms behind her back.
Okay, make me a. You gonna put her in a pretzel strength wise, or are you gonna use like muscle points, or are Are you going to try to force her joints or break her bones to do this?
Force her joints.
Okay,
That hurts
dexterity brawl.
While she's rolling that,
Wonderful.
I like to think
Yeah.
that upon being told, no, Ruth, we're killing Rebecca, Siren tried to give chase, but then they are coming back inside too quickly. So she's there at the door, and she just, to any passersby, tried to skip out on her tab, and just like pulls the door shut again behind all of them, and just locks it.
You do not fucking do that at
Yeah.
Lasav. I
Yeah,
heard about that.
yeah,
place.
exactly. So
You
she's-
fucking, you tip your fucking waitresses.
Yeah.
Pay what you owe, Santa.
Thank you.
And it's weird, like, for a moment, like, you're looking through, as you're about to shut the door and you say this to them, you're looking through the clouds of this rolling smoke. It's just enough to get them back inside, but, you know, Lucy's on the other side of it, and these people are like, oh, are you okay, miss? And as you yank them back inside, they look, and they show no recollection or no sign that they're seeing rolling purple smoke and mists. They're just like, oh, they're kind of empty tonight.
I got 6 successes, and it's a crit success on a hunger dice.
Okay.
The bestial success.
Very easily do you snatch her wrists and arms around. She winces and then stops herself, like she doesn't feel the, like, why did I wince? This doesn't hurt. And you're just gonna hold her wrists together? Do you have manacles or handcuffs with you?
I'm gonna flesh craft her hands into her own handcuffs.
Oh, you fucking, yeah.
I hate that.
with absolutely no resistance like you felt earlier. Her wrists become one.
Yep.
Or do you want the fingers intertwined too, or just?
Yeah.
Oh god. Ugh.
It is just one of like these behind her back, and I'm holding it so like no one else outside can see that they're fused together, but she knows.
Oh.
She very quick. Oh, what? Why? Me? What the fuck are you doing to me? And like no one else sees it. Like, fuck, Lucy.
I want, because I'm a hound and you ran.
I was just late.
But
Lucy, you told me to leave.
Whatever the fuck I want, Miss Chase. I lead her back to the bar.
I'm so confused right now. And she, are you like dragging her back?
Oh yeah.
She's on my wrist, like. Prince, I demand to know what's going on. Why am I being hauled back in here? Fuck this kid.
For once, I look at Jem. Did she just make demands in your haven? In our haven?
I was about to say.
Did she just call
do
me
you
a
know where
kid?
you are?
No.
Also,
she's
like,
very
and I'm walking
pointedly
up with,
looking at Addison when she
and
says,
I'm walking up with the axe. I'm so sorry. Not even my domain. You demand of the prince? Watch your fucking tone.
and she looks at you, and she's still very shocked. Very. You don't need an insight to know that she is not playing here. That she's very shocked.
Good.
And put her hands back where how they're supposed to be. I'll let go of her.
And she looks at him and like looks to you like, did something happen? Like, just kind of like her hands look like they're itching.
Don't think about it. It's fine.
Okay,
thinking
now
about it
I'm
a lot.
here.
The inside of her hands itch.
What can I do for you, Jem?
Oh, hey! I found Addison.
Sure. You think that's Addison? That's not Addison.
What is it then?
It's a fucking monster. I don't know. But Addison couldn't do any of that.
No, not before.
And you hear what sounds like stone rubbing on the floor, just a fraction. You look over and it's like Addison looks like he's trying to say something or move his head, and it's just the slightest thing. He can't do anything while he's in that.
No. Never mind. No one's...
Prince walks up. You did request her while in your haven. she had to stay, she did not. However, is there something that you would like to charge her with as a hound? If not,
I'm gonna look at the others real quick.
If you're so
How-
sure it wasn't Addison, why are you less concerned that someone's masquerading as him?
I was more concerned with getting out of here. I'm not stupid. It's Addison. It looks like Addison, it talks like Addison. Y'all are going to think that it is Addison, and I am your next one. But that's not Addison.
How quickly did you know?
The moment that the skin started to shape and change around Addison.
Unless he ate well. It very much could be him.
Point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we were investigating Rebecca Chase's house, I know that we had told her that we were coming because we had seen because Jem had a premonition about him being there. I do not recall. Did we tell Rebecca Chase that he might be influenced by the Tzimitzi?
No.
You didn't even mention the Sabbat, if I
Okay.
remember.
Perfect.
Yes,
No,
yes, because
that's-
she had terror at the mention of the Sabbat.
Yes,
I have the list of
because,
emotions.
Oh, yes.
because with the
Yep.
but you didn't mention, was it Addison
So,
or was it
We
the
mentioned asking about skinwalkers because she suddenly became concerned about the couch. She was
Yes.
nervous about the couch existing and
couch.
possibly being a skin shaper of some kind.
Yes.
She had possessiveness in general, all those things.
Uh-huh.
But
Warm,
was it because of Eddie or Addison is what I was trying
Addison.
to figure out. Okay. I
We're
didn't know if
asking
you
about
alluded to
Addison.
that.
we were asking about because we had already discussed, we'd already addressed the possibility back then that Addison was disguising himself as someone or someone was disguising himself as Addison.
Yeah.
Like we'd already addressed that as a
That's
potential
kind of the
amongst
impression that you're
ourselves.
getting from her now is
Yeah.
that she thinks that somebody is still trying to pretend to be Addison because Addison isn't a Zamichi. Addison isn't a shape changer.
Yeah, but
Okay.
neither was Daddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the biggest thing was the possessiveness turning into vengeance in regards to Addison. So the fact that whether or not she
Got it.
leapt into action at Blood Hunt when she thought it was still him is the sticking point for Siren, because she knows she wanted vengeance. And if this kindred knows where real Addison is, you'd think she'd want to stick around. Because she had a possessive vengeance feeling.
The moment, like when it dropped from Kristoff's form to Addison's form, I will say, to get a read on how she acted in that moment, of the very moment of seeing Addison, the only person that was looking around for reactions was Jace.
Mm-hmm.
If Jace wants to make a insight awareness
Yeah.
into what she looked at the moment that Addison appeared from Kristoff's face.
Absolutely. You want it to be a charisma insight, manipulation, or
No, yeah, do charisma insight.
Okay, got it. That is going to be 3 successes.
Okay.
No crits either way.
That would have been enough to notice that she looked shocked and was moving, trying to block herself behind people the moment that Addison appeared.
So she's
in
scared of him.
I'm trying to hide so that people don't see me, or I'm trying to protect myself against this
Trying to
creature
protect herself from
the
a
entity in
form
the
that
center.
looks like Addison it can't be.
Yeah. Okay,
Interesting.
got it.
She looked very afraid of Addison.
I
Very
wonder if
afraid.
she thinks he's dead then.
I'll speak up. As much as I'm loath to admit it, I think she's telling the truth. I don't think she wasn't in on it, if anything else.
Whatever you're gonna do what you're gonna do, find the information you want, but put that thing down.
Go home.
Jim, may I come back here tomorrow and speak with you?
Yeah.
I'll bring refreshments. And she stands and walks the fuck away.
And clean up your masquerade breach of a pool.
Yeah.
She does not turn, does not anything. She just Rebecca chases her ass out of there.
I have always
Want that
been
on a fucking shirt.
I've always been in love with Lizzie, but God, in this moment,
Yeah.
this could be straight.
Jem, you feel the prince's hand on like your shoulder and upper back as he kind of pats you.
Sorry.
No, well done. You had a question? She was in your domain. She has to answer the question.
She also ran when you said stop, so that's like super sus.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
No.
So,
I'm going to walk closer to the cocoon. What is Faddison? Fake Addison. What is he? You said that he was trying to wiggle. Is he trying to open his mouth at all? Is he just trying to stand up? Is he just trying to be a worm again?
you see like there's almost... You see him trying to change or solidify. He's not moving like a specific muscle. But you see like where there's not a muscle, like a little undulating... He doesn't have enough room
Sure.
to really do anything, and he's finding that difficult.
Gotcha. I'm gonna kneel down near where his head is. Just kind of quietly lean in. You know, if you're going to try and impersonate somebody that half of a group hates and half of a group is a big fan of, you should get their emotions more correct, so that we can't see through you that fast.
There's no reaction.
Better luck next time. And I'll just stand back up and look at the group to see what we're gonna do next.
So, Lucy, the prince goes. This is your blood hunt. What would you like done? Well, can we dangle him from the roof of the dance floor
While this is
and
happening,
shine lights at him and make him a disco ball?
while this is happening, Siren's gonna go recover the necklace.
Okay.
Pick it up and
Thank you.
tuck it away. She doesn't want us forgetting about it, but she also doesn't
Yep.
want it involved in this process.
Yep.
Just in case.
Yep.
But ultimately, I don't think this decision is mine. I called it blood hunt, but it's not my code, remember? Since Rebecca Chase says that this can't be Addison, she holds no dominion over this person. Iris, do you believe that this is Addison or someone else? Because if it's Addison, well, I was their former shadow, but you were their team mom, so I can't do anything as the Primogen, but I can give them to team mom and let her do whatever she would like. Or we could give it to the coterie. But I want to know if it's really him. I don't even care why. And you see her head tilt to the side as she looks to Iris. And this is the first time you see this demeanor of Lucy. I don't need to know why. But if you don't take care of him, I'm going to fillet him into tiny little strips. And I will go douse the entire cathedral with it. letting him roast away in the sunlight and the sin. Naris looks to Lucy and nods. All right, Jace, not that creepy at all. Can you help me stand him up against the bar a little bit?
Sure. No, I will help her.
Yeah,
Lean him up.
He does kind of like he's kind of like a sarcophagus around him. Like he's angular and round in weird places, and you guys kind of shuffle him up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but he can't go anywhere. But if he has any mouth mojo or mind mojo, be prepared. And she kind of takes her hands, and she takes that warmth generated from the friction of her hands, and she kind of just slowly cascades her hands over the top of what is transparent but very physical, kind of melts away in this crystalline purple flakes, almost like you cracked an invisible egg and now the shell is coming apart. Yes, what can I help you with? Go ahead, tell me. Just tell me you're not Addison. Oh, I am Addison. You see that he's not looking at any of you. Not looking at Jem, not looking at the coterie, not registering any of you are there. And she looks back. This might take me a minute. He goes back and starts like muttering things in his ear. And he keeps looking at her like she's very strange for doing this, but he's not looking at any of you. What are you? I'm not listening to that. I'm not. And she just starts whispering in his ears. And she told you it's going to take a minute. Is there anything that you guys would like to do in the interim while she is trying to work whatever she can to figure out Addison?
I'm gonna check on my boys, make sure they're okay.
They have moved to the edge of the room to give you walking space. Their ears are back, like they're afraid, but they're not removing their gaze from the room. Just keeps looking at, like, they keep looking at you and to Addison, and occasionally they'll look around. They're still on guard.
I give them scratches and tell them they were very good boys and continue with my day.
And they just kind of like nuzzle you back.
I made a willpower check and therefore did not do something stupid.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you!
It was the dice, not me.
Can I, really quick,
Yeah.
pull out a knife?
No!
And a knife. What is that? A knife? No! And I would like to just get literally just a drop of this man's blood.
Okay. As you get closer, she looks. Iris looks at you and just kind of nudges you away while she's trying to cast her tell me everything spell. You're like, I'm just gonna stab him a little bit.
Yeah, I just need to taste his blood. It's for reasons.
That's the little
For
nizzle,
science!
Mom.
For science, Mom.
Mom!
So thirsty.
Yeah.
It's for the science fair tomorrow.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna look to Jem and see how she's doing.
Jem?
I'm just staring that motherfucker down, holding my axe.
Do you look angry, or do you look sad, or do you look confused?
Are you trying to put an emotion on your face, Jem?
Also valid.
It's not that I'm trying. It's I don't have. She's a little frazzled. She doesn't have the energy to mask. So
Yeah.
she is angry.
Mm-hmm.
She is hurt. She's embarrassed. She's not sad. She would.
Okay.
Yeah, she's waiting for him
Okay.
to say something so she can use her axe.
Got it. Okay, then I see that Jem is doing great.
Yeah.
She's doing
She's living
great.
the best life.
Yeah.
She's living in a perpetual state of just give me a reason.
Reason.
Honestly. Other than that, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna make sure that this dude doesn't try and wiggle away out of the shell.
He looks very, like, you know that he's got enough of his upper torso free that if he really wanted to just try to, like, he could probably try to knock himself down.
Got it.
Whether he would have done that without you there or not, you don't know. But now that you're there, he is not. He doesn't register you visually, but you see him start to, and then he stops.
Yeah.
It's like he noticed you. But when I say there's no other focus than her eyes, he seems to be entranced, but somehow still spatially aware to know that something is next to him. So, Jem, you're just going to stare him down? Give me an insight. Give me a composure insight.
Ooh. What a fun combo.
I love when I make Jem roll things because I could have so many reasons for making you roll like composure dexterity. You got one success. Okay. You're getting the fact that he is slowly, almost like hypnotized by Iris's words. Like he was originally like looking at her like, "What are you? Stop! I'm not. No, fuck you! I'm not listening." And like trying to like blow in her face. Like he can't move. But he's not yelling. He's not fighting. He's just slightly irritated. And then that slight irritation kind of becomes slack.
Cool.
And he just kind of follows her eyes around. And it's got this almost very, snake dancer, what is it?
Snake charmer.
Snake charmer. Way different to charm one than to dance one. They're not great dancers. But this snake charming effect where she's kind of weaving with him. All right, I think we're good. I wouldn't know this fucker from that fucker, so you guys have about 20 minutes. This should be enough to figure out if he's Addison or not. Ask him anything only he would know. And Lucy kind of hops up on the bar and looks to you, Jim. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Does she sit on the bar? Okay.
Liz just gives a small nod. I don't know this fucker from another fucker.
And so Iris is going to, like, he's pushed up against the bar. And Iris very calmly just goes and takes a stool. Just watches. So you guys are kind of facing this crystalline Addison leaned up against the bar, but very kind of slack and almost drugged.
Siren wants to make a Twilight joke so bad. Just...
Gem's gonna get face. Not fast, like she's just gonna get up there and as quietly as she can. But what was it you told me to do the first night we were together?
He kind of moves his head around and looks like he's thinking, but drunkenly so. And he looks at your face. Oh, darling. And he tells you exactly what he would have told you.
No. Oh, that's no.
What does he say to you?
He told him to blush for him. He told her to blush for him.
Yeah.
And you get this flirtatious, like if he had been blood drunk and he looks at you, blush for me.
She just stands back and points. It's him. It's him. It's him.
We taking turns, says Siren, just waiting.
Go for it.
She gets right up close, she squats and does the hands on the knees, sort of just sitting back on her heels thing. I would like to say I don't condone use of dead names. However, Addison won't know about the shift in Addie, so I'm going to.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you do to Eddie?
He looks, and there is a different demeanor.
There we go. I'm wondering if
On
it's
his face.
again. I'm wondering if it's the loss of the Diablerie battle and something else took over, because this is a very different behavior. Go. And I would like to sense emotion while this is happening. The sense vibrations, the daughter or the potent whatever gift that.
Immediately with that, your head swims like, oh. It's almost like you just took like 2 shots back to back, and then it passes, and there is very little emotion to be read. Everyone needs presence.
So he fought back against it.
Addie?
Oh, presence. Sorry, I thought you were talking
Presence.
about. Sorry, I was spelling it wrong. Got it. Okay.
No. His he responds to you.
Yeah.
With what did you do with Eddie? And everyone needs presence. And it is a different voice than Addison's, like a different accent.
And Addison was many things, but without feeling or drive was never one of them. So the fact that there's no emotion to be read feels...
Point of clarity, that's because more than likely the spell that is currently cast on him
is dulling his emotions.
Okay, got it. Alright, that's helpful to know, because otherwise I was going to make a very different...
yeah, it's not a different headspace.
Very different take. Got it, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same building, more clouds.
Got it. And who were they meant to be a gift for?
The coterie.
Why?
And you feel that. It's almost like you can, when you're getting these vibrations, around him seems to be like this. If you were looking at it horizontally, this cloudy layer that you can see through it, and you see the vibrations, but nothing is really peeking above that. And then that form is around him, and you see humor peek through the clouds just a little bit, go back down, and not. They can have pain too.
She glances over at Jace to see if he wants to ask anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll just stand up and...
During our tour of New Orleans, I got in trouble for something, and then you got in trouble for something later that came to bite you in the ass. What was it? Both of them.
Fucking cards.
And then me.
You tried to set that stupid book on fire.
Well, I didn't, but close enough.
That was your stupid book.
So Iris, will this drop if he takes if he gets hurt?
No.
At least you
Feel
asked.
free.
I was about to slap him.
Takes damage. Okay. I'm gonna that knife that I had out earlier. I would like to take it.
Okay.
I'm not like stabbing him, doing anything like that. I just want like a blood sugar check amount of blood on this knife.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, he shows no reaction to.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to taste it.
Is there a slight feeling from Jace of just like, oh, he just showed no reaction with a little bit. Maybe I could just stab him a lot. Like, is there a slight, like, let's get a reaction from you?
There is a slight bit of that. And I think that it's maybe heightened a little bit more because of his recent torture session. However, I think that there's a larger part of him that during this and during these type of situations, he feels a large need to be the logical stoic one, for better or for worse. And so I think he like feels it and he's like, stop, don't be dumb, don't be dumb, don't be dumb. Take that knife back out of that man's neck. Do it right now.
So are you gonna do a little taste test?
Yes, I'm gonna do a little taste test. I'm gonna use a taste of blood.
Okay.
So obviously I know that this man is... Oh, hold on. I need to do a resolve plus blood sorcery.
Yeah.
I have 4 in
Because you can find out more with more successes, right? What did you do?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 dice to roll real quick.
Hell yeah.
Please hold.
I just want when you're like, no, don't do it. Just Liz in the back. Do it. Do it. Stab him. Do it.
I'm a what's it called? The wine people. The fancy wine
A
people.
sommelier? Are you?
I am a blood sommelier.
Yeah, you're a
I am
blood
a blood
sommelier.
sommelier. Yep. That's why I have 9
I'm a blood
dice.
fancy people?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Yes, sir.
So, I know that this man is a vampire.
You do.
I can determine the resonance. I don't really care. And intensity of the blood, if human, not applicable.
No.
I can determine the relative blood potency and thus the likely generation band. And then I can tell.
He feels at least 2 generations stronger than you.
Okay. I can tell if he has ever committed diablerie.
Diablerie is present in this body.
And the generation within 1 of the vampire.
2 up from you.
To be fair, the blood potency and the actual generation can be different.
The blood potency is weaker than the generation would suggest. The generation is 2 up from you.
I just
So
had a horrible
the
thought.
actual generation within 1 either way is 2 above me.
Yes. And
Okay.
the blood potency seems to be between you and the blood potency you would expect of a kindred that way. It's a little bit in between.
I'm going to do the sommelier thing where I swish the blood around my mouth and then spit it out because I don't want to drink this
Oh my god,
man's
you're
blood.
a pretentious man!
More about...
I see him start to do that, and I get a spit bucket for him.
Thank you.
It's got an acidic taste that you're not used to
And then-
with other kindred.
And then I am going to lean in and loud enough so that everybody else can hear.
Which doesn't need to be.
Huh. You're a bit weak for your generation, aren't you?
I'll get there. I'll get back. It's okay. I'll get back. It's okay.
And you thought that eating Addison and eating somebody 2 generations lower than you would help that?
I got him now.
I want to know Kitty's thought!
Hey, storyteller!
Yes?
Sweet, wonderful, amazing storyteller. Can I sense the beast real quick on this thing?
You can. The beast
Okay.
is strong.
Yeah, is it the same beast I felt under the hard rock?
It is not.
Okay.
It is not. No.
I was having that thought earlier
That was
today
my
too,
thought.
and I forgot. Yeah.
Ooh.
The beast is strong. Kitty, the questions that he's asking, you might be able to supply the answer of, or Addison tried to eat him and didn't win.
Yeah,
And try to diablerize and
That
lie.
tracks, and that's what I feel like
Yeah.
probably happened.
probably.
So, it's- I don't think this is Addison.
No.
But part of him, perhaps.
I think he ate Addison.
How much would you
Plus-
remember, though? And she looks to Jace.
A lot.
How much does Jace know of the Lord
How much do
Sombra's
I
life?
know of? Yeah,
And
You
memories?
know-
Because he knows way too many details for
It's
this to
always-
be a normal diablerie.
It's always been kind of weird for you because the person that you diablerized was very studious. And so
Oh.
it's times when you are studying that you're like, you catch a memory of you studying before in a different form. But you have never experienced like full ass fucking memories to be able to recite script to make you blush.
Sure.
But if it was the
Okay.
other way around, like if he had lost the fight, you know?
And also, if I had lost the fight, would it have taken my body? Would the La Sombra have taken my body?
Yeah, that's what we knew that was a possibility. That's why we were prepared to kill you
I
if
th-
it looked like you were losing.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that
Drella Sombra, you know,
Jace
she
was just
walking
gonna.
around in your
I thought
body.
that Jace
Yep.
was just gonna die, and the La Sombra body would have Jace's
No, it would
blood
take,
in it. Oh,
it would have
weird.
taken
Okay.
over because the blood was in
Alright.
your body. So it would have
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
over the
yeah.
vessel.
And
That makes
Jace would know that stronger vamps of a fuck around, I have no more humanity left so I can do what I want.
Sure.
Generation would change their forms by forcing someone to try to diablerize them
And win it.
Gotcha.
and
then
knowing
beat
they
them.
would win.
So
Got
if,
it.
if
And
we know that
that's fucked.
if we
Get a
know that
different
he
body.
has been fucking around with the Sabbat or the Anarchs
Mm-hmm.
across the river, correct? And he owes people money and he's been fucking around with things. He may have it's the most Addison thing in the world to try to get more powerful and skip steps, right? It's the most Addison thing in the goddamn world to try to skip the proper steps and jump ahead to get ahead.
Mhm.
But then to fail at it.
It's also very Addison.
Correct.
Okay. Then what are you doing here tonight?
Just to walk in and throw it in their face. And throughout that one phrase, the voice changed like three times, like from Addison to this other accent and not dialect, but the way they speak back
Affect.
to Addison. Yeah, affect back to Addison's affect.
Whose face?
All of them, just to be there underneath their nose.
Well, now you're underneath our boots, so good job.
And the head kind of tilts.
Does
Not
the
really getting an answer or anything.
does the affect sound familiar?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
Well, that's good.
All right. Liz gets up from her spot and walks up and just face to face with Addison Copycat. Give me a really good reason why we shouldn't just kill you right now.
Well, because I could be no use to you.
You're not used to me alive either.
That's true.
Fuck
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of you are in there?
He won't leave my body. And it's that affect change. It starts as Addison and it changes to something else.
So just the two of you?
Me, yes. Us.
Two of you
Me.
and me, so 3.
No, he means
Oh,
like
two,
it's
okay.
us.
Oh, gotcha.
And
gotcha,
me.
gotcha.
Got it.
I am us. Me.
Mhm.
We are
You're
Legion.
Legion.
Got it.
We get it.
We get it.
Yeah,
It's fine. It would sound cool
Technically,
if
it's
we
3 or
had
more
not
is
beaten the
Legion
shit out of
before
you.
it's just
Like-
us. We got Venom and Legion. All right, so Venom is 2. It's us.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Okay.
But I'm interested to see.
You remember the last time we were really interested in something, let it stick around for a really long time, then it possessed all of us?
It's
Do you
more
rem-
that
do
I
you
just. It's more that I
remember
just want to see where he came from.
Lizzie says that. I look at Dad immediately. Ha 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 ha!
Never.
He's kind of like, he has his arms crossed and he's just watching this. And when you do that, he kind of just gives you like a grin of just like, it's fine. Like, whatever it isn't the issue right now, so it's fine.
Also, Siren
Yeah.
just had a thought. She was
Yes.
about to. She starts to say, under normal circumstances, I would suggest, we give him to the Tremere to do whatever they were doing with the Lasombra, and then it clicks and she goes,
No.
no, but it clicks and she goes, Iris, call Kristoff. Because if he was Kristoff,
No,
where the
no.
fuck's the real one?
And she starts like looking down for the first time and just starts like her hand on her head, just like no.
Yeah.
And she starts like
Yeah.
texting.
That's my
Like,
biggest concern right now.
It's like
is-
she almost got a headache with
Oh,
no.
fuck, yeah.
That's okay. That just means that she can become Primogen. This has
That's
been a
fine,
good.
but
it's
if he
been a plan all along.
infiltrated and
No,
ate
absolutely.
like a Lasombra who was stuck there, like who did he find? Where did he find them?
Yeah.
How
But
did
he's
he
an Iris
know?
fan.
No, how did he know that Kristoff wouldn't be here tonight? Because he impersonated him, which means Kristoff is dead somewhere.
I mean, as a player, I have known that
Oh,
since.
yes, I know, but
Yeah, yeah.
we
But also,
can
yes,
now
we
address
as a
it without
coterie-
metagaming. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know about the ashes.
Nope, we did not find out
we
about
never
the
saw
ashes
the
in
ashes.
character.
We don't
Nope.
know, but like I know of
I
a
even-
siren reason to be like, oh my god, call
Yes.
Kristoff. Fuck.
I even tried to ask the librarian about it without asking her, and she said nothing.
Yeah, she's like, everything's good. She texts, you see her walk away, and then she starts walking back, and she starts to pace. And she calls. She puts the phone down. Prince, Lucy, I had a lovely time. Prince, let me go find the fucking Primogen.
We can fix that right now. What did you do with Kristoff?
I left him on the front porch. His body, anyways.
I am so sorry for your loss. Can we kill this guy now?
Did Addison come to you, or did you find him?
Kitty's ready to murder.
I'm sorry.
I
God.
found...
The longer he is
I know.
free, is the second he's gonna do something.
I
and
found
Kitty-
that one, and now he won't leave.
Yeah, he does that.
And it was Addison's voice saying, "I found him, and now he won't leave."
Oh, gotcha,
Got
gotcha.
it.
Never
So
mind.
it's that he tried to.
I retract.
So did he try to Diablerize Kristoff?
No, he tried to Diablerize whoever the fuck this Samichi was. Oh, he might have also done that.
Yeah.
Um,
He might
Actually,
have
it's
succeeded at that.
it's still up, and he's hypnotized.
Yeah.
I just want to fuck with them real quick.
Okay,
Can I try it again?
fucketh away. Yeah,
Fucketh away!
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I need him to make...
you don't.
I don't
need him to make.
I don't need him to make at all.
No. What?
I just do it to him?
Yeah.
I
With the way
walk
he is
up-
right now.
I just walk up and say the same thing I've been whispering the entire time. You're irrelevant.
yes. Yes. Yes.
Because that's the meanest thing I can think to say to Addison.
You see him twitch, and his head actually like twitch, and it seems like he is in pain through this clouded drunkenness. He's in pain, like his head is having like seizure like twists and pops. Ooh. Lucy goes, that seemed like that fucking hurt.
She watches him for a minute, and then, hey, Siren, I need to talk to you later.
Later, not right now, right? This isn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So you guys get through the process of asking him questions and realize that they are both psyches are in this mind.
Yeah.
That it is Addison's body that Addison was born with and turned into, and that he failed diablerie.
Yep.
And there was too many bestial failures or successes to totally get rid of Addison.
All right.
So we kill him, right?
Yeah.
I would like the one more question probably of
Yeah.
I
I just want to clear that up. Is
Yeah.
there anything you guys
yeah, no, just
wanted
making
to-
sure
yeah.
like if we ask like when, because I'd like to know what of the searching for Addison historically, like when in the timeline that happened.
Sure.
So I'd like to know when. I'd like to know if we can find out what he was doing across the river and who is coming for him. Because if he felt the need to become more powerful, someone is going to be hunting him down, and if we kill him, which I'm fine with, we're going to
Okay.
have to probably deal with that debt.
So
That's-
Rebecca Chase has
That's
So-
fine.
That-
That's fine with me. But
those are very good questions. So let's start with who's
When?
coming for him.
Oh, who-
Oh, you want
okay.
to start with when?
either one, don't care.
Okay. Very quickly after David departed the show,
Got it.
when Addison left to go do business ventures for Rebecca Chase, like under her authority.
So now I'm wondering if the body we found in the hotel was the person he diablerized. Because remember, if it was shortly after David left, when we were searching for him at the Hard Rock, we found a body.
He was Ash.
It was
yeah.
Ash.
It was
That-
Ash. No,
that
no, you
happened?
blood. You sucked the blood for the diablerie.
But
correct?
then you could Ash.
Yeah, you can still Ash afterwards. So.
So and that's what we experienced with his little Capri Sun was that
Yeah.
when the body devoid of that soul, that discrescence or whatever it's called, when the vitae is completely removed, it is just a corpse that rapidly ages to the body's natural age.
Cool.
So it very well could have been,
Okay.
and if you would like to find that out for sure,
Let's
he
get-
will tell you that exactly who it is.
Yeah, good, excellent, smart. Okay, and then so that was when. Who is coming for him?
He tells you that no one is coming for him. That his beast needs it now.
Okay.
How
And-
much did Rebecca know?
And you see almost like a disgusted look on one side and a sad face on the other. Like this morphing figure has just enough power with what he's dealing with that it actually, for a second, you see two different facial expressions. And one is Addison's face of like sadness and sorrow, and the other is like disgust and anger. Nothing. And it's that changing affect again.
And the third one was, what was he doing across the river?
It's a different affect each time, but feeding my pockets comes from like Addison's affect, and feeding the beast came from the other affect.
So this all just genuinely was, I'm guessing, putting together from this, confirmation of he decided that he was deserved to be more powerful than Rebecca was going to let him be on her own, and he was desiring to climb the ladder quickly. So he got in too deep.
He so basically we'll get you through the 20 minutes of questions.
In real
Addison
time.
yeah, Addison wanted to become stronger.
Yeah.
Both in the Ventru financially and in the Ventru like strength wise, and he was going to keep that strength to his self, and that he heard that he could get stronger through diablerie, and he tried it on someone of a relatively same generation. He didn't feel any stronger. It was another Ventru.
And that was the Hard Rock guy.
Didn't get anything.
Yeah.
He got no strength, no different abilities, he got nothing.
And if it was a Ventru at the Hard Rock, that's why it didn't set off any alarms that he was there, and why he was dressed like Addison, because that business suit vibe. Got it.
And the first person was the Venture. The person that he left in the room was the corpse of the Zamichi that he was meeting to make deals with the Sabbat.
Never mind then. Oh, fuck.
And this guy was this roving snake oil salesman. He would sell you everything. He would sell you all the dreams in the world, and enough would come true that you couldn't get him back. And part of the facade was that he was a younger kindred. And when Addison went to attack and drink, he quickly learned that he was not, in fact, that much younger. And lost himself to this Zamichi's, mostly the Zamichi control. And then, with all the recent diablerie, created an addiction for himself that he had to feed from only kindred. So he went across the river.
Gotcha.
To feed and to feed his pockets.
It is funny to me that he says feed his pockets like he didn't go into debt as soon as he went over there. It's very funny to me.
Addison may have been a great businessman, but not when your fucking psyche split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he thinks he was still, though. He's like, I'm doing very well for myself.
It'll trickle back down. It'll trickle.
I just kind of look around for confirmation that we've got all the questions answered, and then look at Kitty. Yeah.
How would you like to kill him?
Like,
I ripped his head off.
yeah. She was very patient while we all questioned. She just let her kill him, like, I feel like.
With this drunken haze, he's not going to be able to, and fully magically restrained, he's not going to be able to fight this back. Do you want to rip his head off?
Yes.
Describe how you rip his head off.
There's a moment where I look at Jim.
There's going to be some strength that needs to be done, but you can do it, no rolls. I'm just saying, like, it's going to fight you a little bit.
But then I look back and Blood Hunt got all they wanted. And I just grab him by the cheeks. There's this flash of just memories of Liz doing this over and over and over. Just a different face, as she just twists and then rips up.
It comes clean off. Say clean, but the body tries to Zamichi hold on to itself, and there's this ripping, and then the skin grasps back, and very quickly it comes off to ash in your hands, and ash inside this cocoon as the crumpled hand crystalline form falls to the ground on a pile of ash. The story of Addison Claiborne is now complete.
3 seasons later.
Honestly.
Jem starts drinking.
Valid.
Anything else?
Lucy goes, I think that's it for us. I think we had enough fun. Are you guys okay? I still need to find Kristoff because I was originally kind of pissed off with him, and then poof.
No, baby, he's dead.
Yeah, probably.
No,
Unless his body, unless his body got pulled in by Matthew, can never remember this poor woman's name.
Margaret.
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 Then he's probably dead.
Oh, Miss Mags.
Oh, Miss Mags.
Got a really, really bad sunburn, so.
Yeah.
I'll help Iris look for Kristoff.
Okay. And to go through the questions, so Lucy, Iris reached out to Lucy and said that Kristoff didn't seem to be acting like himself. And that the only thing that she could think of was that he might be somebody else. Invited him out tonight.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting Addison.
Valid.
Maybe he was hangry.
Yeah.
Eat a Snickers. You're not yourself. And you're hungry.
But Iris thought the similar thing to what Siren was thinking was that this was going to be an attack. So she brought a lockdown just in case.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love mommy. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Iris doesn't want to be in a locked room anymore with people that she don't trust.
Yeah.
Last time all the
Valid.
primogens died. It was
Yeah.
moving on up the ladder, and now she don't like it.
Hey Liz, you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
Thanks for doing that.
I'm the only one without emotional attachment, so didn't want any of you guys to do that. It's gonna be a weird question. Do you want to keep the ashes? Should we put them in a jar for you?
Make a
No.
diamond out of them. Like
No.
I like how you didn't even offer an urn. Just a jar.
a mason jar.
A mason
He would have
jar
been so
full of
offended by
You know,
that.
We
It's
got
a tin
red Solo
cup.
We can just put
Siren says diamond, and for a moment, Jace, you're like, that would be a cool spell focus.
It would be, but I
Vampire
would
dust
never.
turn diamond.
You're welcome.
Not his. Not
Oh,
his.
Speaking of which, and she pulls
Speak when you're spoken to.
pulls the necklace
Mm.
out.
Ah.
Whatever the fuck this was doing, you wanna? And she hands it out to Jace.
Yeah,
Looks
thank
like
you.
you've got a research project. If you need help, let me know.
Will do.
Research
And he'll-
specialty.
Yeah, he'll put it into his.
You now have
into
a
his
magic
satchel.
necklace of some sorts.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
The
Your
thing I was rolling against, by the
Bag
way,
of non-magical holding.
as it was quiet, the thing I was rolling against was, I wonder what happened if I put the necklace on. And I rolled willpower to not do that. I got all
So,
the
I will say this:
successes.
it's not like D&D. Like it's
Listen, I don't know.
the magic
okay?
isn't gonna be some like phylactery for the Zamichi essence.
Still, okay,
Can you
still.
imagine? She
Quick
puts
note,
on
quick note,
is
phila-
taken over by the Samichi.
She's
Quick
like,
note.
no, I'm Addison.
just briefly, phylactery is culturally offensive. We're not using that.
Oh, fair enough. I'll have
Jewish.
to
It's
look
a
into
Jewish
that.
relic thing. It's an actual like. It's one of those things stolen
it
from the
is.
Jewish people and made into a villain artifact because
Well, thank you for correcting that.
anti-Semitic bullshit indeed.
Yeah.
But that is so yeah, that was what she was rolling against though, was like, what if I, and then the willpower's high enough, she went, no. No, this was, the dice didn't want it, because I have 5 willpower, I got all 5 successes and went, well, I guess not then.
I guess I'm-
Okay.
eye contact, hand,
Damn
no.
Okay. But you do notice that after she's done handing over, she looks between Jem and Lizzie, and she's just like not good at gestures of affection. And so finally she just goes, I'm putting on movies at my house if anyone wants to come over. And she just that's her version of inviting at this point. She can't do it any other way. She's not good at it.
That's fair. Yeah.
She's not, she doesn't know how to handle this.
I'll look at the Prince and Lucy. Are you all right?
Prince goes, I am. And the movie sounds lovely.
Oh no, you're not invited.
And he just kind of like oddly bends to the side to look past you as he looks to Siren like, she's I'm okay. Expertly done.
Lucy's
Well
just
done.
like, you have movies at home.
Also, the movies,
When you're
the
at, like,
movies I had
Blockbuster, like, you
planned.
had that movie at home, but this one we can
Also,
rent
like,
it.
I want to,
Although-
but I want to see the Prince personality shift into Mary Kate and Ashley movies.
Actually,
like, yes, please.
Actually, I would like to record. I said nothing.
He's
Yeah,
welcome
go
to
for it,
come.
go.
I invited the room to a slumber
Because as soon
party.
as she said it, I was like, the Prince is showing up. Even if no one else
Yes,
is, the Prince is showing up
pajamas
later with
and
fucking
cookies.
movies.
I
Yes.
love that.
He can come to the slumber party. Fine, he's going to be watching Passport to Paris. And he's gonna have to deal with it.
He's going to be very excited about it.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk Siren out.
And she does manage to ask are you coming?
Maybe, but I wanted to talk to you and walk and talk?
We're gonna Sork and walk and talk. Got it.
Okay. So, while they're walking away, Lizzie, what do you want to do?
First thing I do is I text Duncan, and I say, "Party went great. I ripped the guy's head off, literally." Smiley face.
You do foreplay weird.
I use foreplay correctly.
He sends you a picture, and it's him and Addie playing Mortal Kombat, and then a very shocked look on Addie's face,
No, yeah, exactly.
and then
like that.
like a gif of somebody ripping out somebody's head from Mortal Kombat. Like, that was weird timing that you said you ripped somebody's head off, and he's like, finish him.
The spine.
But yeah, they were having just like, I'm not fucking going hanging out with those people.
Good for them. They're going to go. Let's just have a summer party at Sirens. We will have our date eventually.
Gotcha. He goes, gotcha. Wash your hands.
Good idea.
Oh, I got offended. I was like, my house is clean, bitch.
No, because you're
With the
covered in.
head. I get
she's
it
just
now,
ripping somebody's head
okay?
off.
Okay, I get sensitive.
I
It's
went
fine.
exactly the same place.
Thank
though.
you.
You're just
Go
being
to
a
the Sirens.
supportive
Wash your
boyfriend.
hands.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And as a side thing, real quick, she goes up to her real quick and she writes out like a letter and gives it to Spot to deliver, and it's gonna go to the prince later on. He's here right now, so it's weird if I deliver a letter to him right now.
Yeah, fair.
But there is a letter being sent to the prince from me at the moment, and I will send you that letter. Right
Okay.
now.
This may
Then-
change his movie
but then-
plans tonight.
But then
You
I'll
never
go
know.
see, Sirens.
Okay.
But first, Siren and Gem are walking, talking.
Okay.
So, that thing I did back there.
When to
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
with the axe?
No.
Oh, with the and she just points at her head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did that to you
When?
with Lou. He told me to hurt you, and that was the only thing I could think to do, and it worked. And then he told me to make you forget, and that worked.
Let me. Did I hurt you?
No. Right?
Yeah. You tried to make her demented. It didn't
Yeah.
work.
No, I know. I was
She
Right.
realized it.
Megan had her wait, shit. No, she
No,
didn't
no.
hurt me.
I was
No.
just
No.
But I broke the mirror.
No. Oh, yeah. I made you mad.
At you?
Yeah.
Do I want to know what you said?
No.
Do you believe what you said?
No. I don't believe those things, but they work because you do.
So,
Somewhere.
okay. But are you coming over?
If it's okay, I kind of want to get laid.
You know what? I cannot fault you for that.
Yeah.
There are extra rooms he's welcome to come over to. But
There's even a soundproof
Really?
one.
yeah, there's a soundproof room.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Apparently Lucy can hear us anyway. It's a thing.
So,
Does he smell bad to you?
does he smell bad to me?
Yeah, he does. It's if you were a Toreador, there's no
Oh no, I
way.
would not be able to. Oh, I actually
Yeah,
tell her that. I mentioned that. I was like,
But
Yeah.
like he doesn't smell any worse than any of the other Nosferatu
Yeah.
do.
And I'm getting there. It's it's most of the Nos. It's all the Nos. In fact, they might have known that I was a daughter. Grin, I think, knew that I was a daughter. Because I didn't pull away from them the way the Toreador do.
Oh.
I think they knew for a really long time that what I am. Because I didn't hide it. Great. I couldn't fake the disgust. Because my parents raised me to be polite. And sometimes that shit sticks, apparently. But... and very inconvenient times.
Yeah, he full on hates Ryan.
God. Well, you know... I didn't really have this issue growing up, but I feel like, from movies I've watched recently, and tropes I've discovered. Did you know what tropes were? Did you know about romance novels? Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that's kind of a rite of passage. Having your best friend hate your boyfriend or vice versa is kind of like a thing you gotta get through, and then they'll bond over you someday, and it'll be great for everybody involved.
Oh, no, he really wants to kill her.
Yeah, but that's our life.
Yeah, I know.
So...
how are you doing with it? Are you good? Well, I mean...
I'm a little...
good.
Well, a little bothered by the fact that... bothered by a lot of things. But, good enough. Discovered romance novels, so, and
Oh, nice.
and movies, and fruit punch, and chocolate chip cookies, and all those things I was supposed to go through when I was younger, and couldn't.
Have you tried gummy bears?
In fact, I have.
Good.
But
She's gonna give her a hug if she'll let her.
she will. She doesn't quite hug her back, but she does the thing where, like, the arms are pinned to the sides, and she just pat. And
Thanks for not being mad at me.
she's got a little bit of the blood tear, a little, when she pulls aside. Well, I mean, to be fair, I just basically put all of you through forced trauma therapy the other night, so, it's fine.
You
call it
did
even.
do that.
Yeah, call it even. I like to think that's when Kitty shows up. It's genuinely to say that line. You did do that.
You did do that. Oh man, what'd you guys see? I saw my dead dad anyway.
Oh,
Good.
same.
Same mood.
Right.
So I just read the note.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to figure out, like, did I have a fever dream where I told you things? What?
No.
So, who's all going back to Sirens?
Me.
Sirens
Me.
going with Sirens.
Prince.
The prince, apparently.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
Jace,
Jace is
what are you
invited.
doing?
Everyone's invited. Like,
Yeah, everyone was invited. Jace, let's go. Movie night.
I was gonna go help Mom look for Kristoff.
we know he's dead.
Oh,
Why?
movie night.
Because I have a question for her.
Oh my
I have to ask her,
God.
I have to
You
ask her
can-
stuff while we walk and
You
talk.
can call
Okay.
her. Let's go.
Let
on
them
the
Let's
movie.
as you quickly run up to her as she walks away.
Yeah, I mean, I
He
told her I was
doesn't
gonna
have to
help her look
come.
for
It's
Kristoff.
fine.
What do you
Um,
want to talk to Iris about?
So, have you gotten into the hobby of jewelry making recently?
No. I mean, I made Sirens. and I made,
Yeah, not just theirs, but like, and he will list off people in the bar that were wearing
She
necklaces and jewelry.
quickly calms your fears and says that she's not the only one that can create magic in the world, and sometimes things are passed down from sire to progeny.
Oh no, it wasn't fears. I don't think that. Matthew also does not think that all of them were daughters of the cacophony.
No. She's letting you know that.
Imagine.
That magic items.
We're taking
when
over
you
the
have a
city,
work with blood
bitches.
sorcery and thin blood sorcery.
Yeah.
That magic items aren't necessarily as rare, but they are very expensive.
Okay. Okay.
Like certain, like some glamour stuff. And
Yeah. Okay. What's gonna happen whenever we find out Kristoff's dead?
I leave New Orleans and never return.
Oh, come on.
She says jokingly to
I know.
alleviate the other fears in the. She does not want to be promoted up
Yeah.
and doesn't want new people to come in. But those
Who
are
does
going to
that
be the
leave, though?
options.
Yeah,
Those are going to be the options.
Not
Leave
Jace.
you. You're
I'm
a
letting-
president now.
And having
Imagine.
the Tremere allow her to be
Yes.
Primogen is very slim.
Interesting.
What
Does
if
she
we
have
get-
any Does she have any ideas who would get promoted?
It wouldn't be a promotion. It would be the Tremere sending someone to become Primogen.
Interesting. Okay. Got it.
So we just fake that Kristoff is alive forever. Got it. Understood. We just weekend
Oh,
at
you-
Bernie's him forever. Done.
You would know that there's enough conversations between the Primogens and those above them in different cities. In the Camarilla, that it's quickly going to be discovered that Kristoff
That Kristoff
isn't
is
answering
dead.
phone calls. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Cool. Did you think that was going to be Addison the whole time?
No, I had no fucking look. I honestly thought, oh fuck that kid. You're gonna have to catch me up on everything, by the way.
I mean, now I can because he's dead.
No, I didn't think it was him. I honestly thought it was gonna be some anarch.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
But-
Yeah, it's true. But somebody official trying to get access. That's all.
Yeah.
The anarchs don't really have a chantry, so
Fair.
they don't have a special little wardrobe to step inside.
Man, it's unfortunate that he was not strong enough to figure it out, but you know. Oh well.
She kind of like grabs you and like kind of gives you a hug and like kind of pats the front of your chest and just like, yeah, don't make it a fucking habit because you saw exactly tonight what could go wrong.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play hopscotch until you fall into lava.
Who's putting hopscotch boards on lava?
Trying to skip ranks.
Why is this hopscotch board near a volcano? What?
They get bored out there with
That's why you
those,
have
you
to
know.
teach your kids. All right,
Yeah.
education starts at home. Don't play hopscotch near lava.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right. He'll stick around long enough to be able to help confirm that Kristoff is dead.
He dead.
And then he will, and then he'll, I guess, go have a slumber party.
Okay.
Yeah!
I and Siren are both so fucking happy right now. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just happy
Crew.
that she just like, and you can see the like weird hostess anxiety of like every time she offers you
Valid.
guys snacks or makes a movie choice, you can tell she's, I don't really care if you like it or not, but like, do you like it? Is the vibe for quite a
All
minute.
night.
Like, honestly, like soft. She's just not good at it.
Anytime she starts freaking out, Liz reaches over and just slowly pets her. Just shh.
So as you guys get curled up at Sirens for movie night and slumber night,
Oh yeah.
are we ordering pizza? Are we what movies are we watching? What are we doing? don't know. Did you guys wanted to blush alive and eat pizza? I'm not gonna
Yes,
judge you.
obviously. Yeah. Oh,
And
she's.
also the pizza man.
Yes, I was
You
about to
guys
say we'll
wanna
order a
watch-
pizza man. Like.
Do you guys want to see what my favorite movie was when I
Yes,
first saw it?
obviously.
Wonderful.
Yes. What is
Liz
it?
puts on The Princess Bride. Which
Yes!
Is also Pat's
Valid.
movie.
I am so happy right
And
now.
as a knock on the door can be heard, and you open the door, and it's the prince standing there with pizza in his hands, with a guy next to him.
Here we go.
This is the pizza delivery guy. I brought snacks.
Come on in, Your Honor.
And he.
I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now.
So Siren, he's handing you the
rooms
pizza, and he
away.
kind of like, hey,
Yep.
go ahead, yeah. Like I
Yep.
said, come on inside.
Yep.
From 2 rooms
And-
away, you just hear, hell yeah.
She slams she shuts the door, double, triple locks it, just because now we have a lot of things happening in this house. She does stand there and just looks at him. Okay. She wasn't sure.
And as he steps inside, Lizzie, I was gonna say Liz, but Lizzie, he holds out his hand, nods, shakes your hand, and without letting go, he looks to the rest of you and to the pizza delivery guy, and goes, "If she meets with the sheriff's approval and training, this is the new scourge of New Orleans." And pizza guy goes, "The fuck's a scourge? Scourge?
Siren just slams his head against the wall to shut him up.
And he quickly goes unconscious.
Good, excellent. She has no.
Oh.
Shut up. Like.
Oh.
Do we know what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
You would know it's the executioner of the Camarilla
Yeah!
in a city.
Give her the sword!
It's like,
Of 14th generation and higher. So she's
Yeah.
supposed to be killing people that are stronger than her.
and it's like the prince's like right hand man.
Yeah.
That's not the sheriff,
Yeah.
right?
Like
She
you have the
also-
sheriff and you have the executioner.
She
Yeah.
is the perfect person for this because she, one,
Yeah.
doesn't have an emotional attachment to the same people. So unless we're killing
Valid.
unless we're actually killing Atticus, she's gonna have zero problem with it. But two, she waited for us to get what we needed from him, and she was like, "This is I'm gonna say it. It's not
there
what I
was
mean.
no,
But
like-
it's the well-trained dog mentality of please wait, but now kill." And
Yeah.
she didn't just jump the gun and be like, "You guys are taking too long." But, like, we know if he'd gotten real dangerous, she would have ended him despite us needing to question him.
The
Correct.
scourge is pretty much I need this done without the entire camera knowing it's happening.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
kill this guy?
Yeah, I love it. On board.
And the fact that there was no torture, it was just restrain, and then when it was time to kill, she's like, cool.
Like I said, like,
Yeah.
I'm
Done.
100%, if he had found a way to escape or the timer had ended, she would have, no questions asked, just killed him.
Yep.
But, like, she waited until she had to, right? Like,
Yeah.
good job. Well done. Excited about this. Don't piss her off.
She
So-
said she
The night is
sent
young.
notes to friends being like, "I'm a bad hunter, but I'm really good at killing things."
So the night is y'all's.
Now the Primogen can fear me.
We are watching I feel like we're doing favorite movie roulette for a few hours. So it's Kitty did Princess Bride. I would love to know what I feel like Practical Magic.
So,
I feel like it's like
no.
Hocus
You have
Pocus.
to know this,
You know,
that
it's something fucked up.
Oh, no.
Please
there,
hold.
every single time that you guys play a movie,
He shifts.
the prince has at least one character in the movie that he so under his breath that
Says
you
all
all
their
as
lines.
kindred have trouble like hearing him, but he's picking a character and those are the lines he says with him in
Yep.
time, in accent, in affect, everything.
Is he Inigo? Is he Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride?
Yes, very much so.
100%. I love that for him.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that during Princess Bride, Siren would. Does she know? I have a feeling Siren really, really likes the sword fight scene, and she does the Wesley lines. And I would love to just reenact that fight scene with him.
He does.
You
He
see
will
me, decent
100%
fellow. I hate
do
to kill
it.
you. You see me, decent fellow. I'd hate to die. And we just like, I would love to just sword fight our way through the living room at that scene, because
Roll
that's
me
the one
a-
scene Siren knows really well.
Roll me a charisma performance.
Yes, that's my shit.
We're gonna see who does the scene better.
Did you know at BYU, in their stage combat class, every other year they teach that fight?
It's a good
It's
look.
so
That is
good.
one continuously shot
So
sequence
good.
of fighting. That is really cool.
Oh, it's so good, y'all. Okay.
Can I just say, when the prince did say that I could be the Scourge of New Orleans, I looked at the party and went, I don't want a party. Immediately.
Valid.
Come on.
Also,
Don't-
you're using
don't
varieties.
wanna party.
I have a secret. I'm not left-handed either. 6 successes, by the way.
Okay, let's see what he's got. A 3, a 2, a 5, a 1, a 5, 5, and a 2. He performs it adequately.
That's fine.
With his fucking 7 dice.
I had 8.
He has a
So, like,
specialty.
we got real
He has a
close
specialty.
there.
Hold on, he has a specialty. I didn't add. Aha! With 2 actual, he rolled a 10.
job.
So with 2 successes, does not compare to you, but like it's the difference between being an actor and being the person who does it at home. Like he's
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
done it in front of
I
people,
love it.
and doesn't realize that he's not as talented as he believes.
Okay,
he
I
is.
wouldn't say it to him anyway. He's welcome to. He can think he's at my level. It's okay. I need to know what Jace's movie is.
It's weird, but it is. I had to figure out the name of this movie. It's Perfume: The Story of a Murderer.
Oh,
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Excellent. Cool. This is safe with the prince. Why did you do
Yeah.
this to us?
yeah.
Because y'all don't know that this is what his
No,
problem
I
is.
know.
Favorite movie roulette. That's why.
doesn't
He
Alan Rickman
emails
though,
Alan
that's
Rickman's
safe.
character.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a safe bet.
Man, it's been a long time since I've thought about that movie.
It's a weird movie to recall.
It's a weird
That
movie.
and Chocolat is fucking weird.
Fuck you. Now mine is chocolat. So shut up, like, cause it's perfect. Like,
So who else is playing a movie?
no,
Just because I want to know the princess.
Yeah, no, I feel like I would 100% put on like where is it? It's because she's limited in her movie knowledge, and one of them happened to be a movie she knew already, but she is not often allowed to like do these things. So she puts on Cabaret.
Okay.
Yeah. If he's not Alan Cumming, I quit. Well, the MC. Yeah.
I don't know who he is in that movie. So yes, that's who he is.
He would be Joel Grey as the MC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On Broadway it was he would be Joel Grey. Mesdames, mesdames, and messieurs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he would be very, very over the top and perfect. At which point she's watching and going, interesting.
Wait, what is Jem's favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's Dick. She's not there.
She didn't come, remember?
I thought she was coming at some point.
She getting laid.
She is, but not with y'all.
Oh my god.
Valid.
Oh, fair. Let's see. Only because I was thinking about this movie all weekend. The prince is going to request a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going
We
to
say
be
no.
Highlander.
No, I'm kidding.
Not my domain, bitch. He's going to play Highlander.
Oh,
Play Highlander.
okay.
Have you guys ever seen that meme of the dad who went out to dinner with all of his kids' friends, and they took a picture and sent it to the friend? That's this situation where we send a picture of the prince and all of us to Jim.
Yep.
Hanging out with your dad. Hello.
Hey, your dad's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. We should invite him more. Why don't we invite him more
He
places?
should come to the slumber parties.
Is this us realizing that our friend's dad is hot? Is that what this is?
Yes, it is. It is. No, it's the song. It's the number from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's my best friend's dad. Like it's like none of us have abandonment issues with him. He's not our dad. He's our friend's dad. It's fine.
You just get a desperate text back that's, please don't fuck my dad.
He's
like
gonna
the
mouth
SNL
every
sketch.
word that Connor McLeod says in the entire movie.
And,
Carrie just sends back a shrug emoji.
Not the shrug.
that's no promises.
He also shows a lot of disdain for Sean Connery playing Juan Sanchez.
Because come on. But
Shrug emoji.
But is that it for the night? Okay.
Yeah, we're vibing.
Well, one of the ongoing stories and mysteries of Blood in the Bayou finally has its end. There's only 18 more wildfires in the city to deal with.
We only know about
But
12 of
luckily-
them. It's fine.
Luckily, now I have a license to kill.
Oh,
You, as with some training from the sheriff, and yes, his go ahead, yes. Which is pretty much like he would have to go against the prince at this point to say no. It's essentially like, hey, you're going to train this person.
she texts Victor. I got a
Me and
promotion.
Victor have already been training with each other like
Yep.
beforehand, so like
Yeah, that's
already
yeah.
that's happening.
Training.
It's the text is, "Hey, I got a promotion. I'm gonna need to keep your card."
He is literally just a guy. Steal his credit card information.
Yeah.
Information.
He's
literally just the sheriff.
He's literally just the sheriff. He is literally just a primogen. Diablerize him.
God.
Well, what's funny is like
My
so
first TikTok back on TikTok. is going to
Yes.
that. And I have to.
You're welcome.
that was kind of Victor's role, was he was Scourge, and then he got promoted from that to pillar of grand things. So, well, that is where we are going to wrap up this week.
Hey.
And next week we'll come back and figure out where the story goes and where the coterie wants it to go.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Yay!
All right.
We're going to take you on a raid to Perception Studio.
Woo.
Hell yeah!
Goodbye.